Throughout the internet's nearly 50-year history, there have been lots of scary images and creepypastas that have circulated it. It's a very common trend to see people on the internet try and scare other people on the internet with a spooky story or a spooky image. But today, I'd say we should focus on the images. What is the scariest image on the internet? Is there an image that is so scary that just looking at it causes mass paranoia? Yes, there is. Well, it's debatable. But today we're going to be looking at scary images, and we're going to be trying to find the ultimate king of scary. What is the creepiest image and the scariest one out there? When people think about scary images, they normally think about creepypastas, stuff like Jeff the Killer, or Smile Dog, or the Russian sleep experiment. All of these images are pretty frightening. Jeff the Killer is a pretty interesting creepypasta about a kid who got bullied and then decided to get revenge on people who refused to sleep at night. Smile Dog is a very interesting one because Smile Dog not only is a really creepy image, but the thought concept of Smile Dog is interesting. The fact that once you look at Smile Dog, you are now cursed, and you have to send this image to other people, or else he'll appear in your nightmares. The fear of Smile Dog appearing in your nightmares causes him to possibly become more prominent in your mind, which causes him to maybe actually appear in your nightmares, which causes the image to be sent to other people, which causes a self-replicating effect. And the Russian sleep experiment is also pretty interesting, about a group of 5 test subjects who got deprived of the most important thing anybody can ever have: sleep. I think though that an interesting creepypasta that is sometimes overlooked is the body of a pig creepypasta. A group of friends were checking out a haunted location. They were looking in it, and then all of a sudden there was a voice that said, "I have the body of a pig," preceded by a grunt. Now at the time, the group of friends didn't hear this, but they managed to take a photo of a part of the abandoned place, and what they found in the photo shocked them. These 3 images are pretty scary, and they're a good beginner point, but can things get scarier? Can things get wilder? Well, yes. Let's shift away from creepypastas and let's look onto SCP. Now, there have been a bunch of different SCP entries throughout the years. A lot of them, in fact. Over 6,000 of them, in fact. And SCP in and of itself is pretty creepy, pretty scary. And while there are plenty of scary SCP images, throughout all of SCP's catalog, I think the one that gets people the most is SCP-1875. SCP-1875 is made up of 4 parts: a chessboard, 32 chess pieces, a steam engine, and 18th century samurai armor. Now, SCP-1875 is an automaton. It's a self-playing chess machine, but instead of being powered by a real person, it's powered by the dead. During the 19th century, 2 daughters of a Russian chess prodigy went missing. On the SCP website, it is said that the pieces of chess have been genetically matched with the tissue samples of the 2 daughters that went missing in the 19th century. Now, this chessboard went missing for a while, but eventually the SCP Foundation got a hold of it. 5 minutes after testing about what this anomaly was, every member of the SCP team got an email with this image. Now, after viewing this image, members of SCP started getting headaches, started getting anxiety, some even had hallucinations, and some even decided to self-mutilate themselves. And it is rumored that people in real life who look at this image will follow a similar path. But images that invoke fear or some negative effect in somebody don't all come in the same boat. For example, let's look at the Macaulay effect. Now, I've covered this effect before on my channel, but to quickly sum it up, the Macaulay effect is an image of green and red grids that, if looked at for too long, will cause permanent changes in your vision the next time you are looking at black and white grids. So for example, if you look at black and white vertical grids, you will see black and red, and if you look at black and white horizontal grids, you will see black and green, or vice versa. These effects could reportedly last up to literal months. No joke, literal months just by looking at a simple grid. Scientists are still puzzled as to why this happens. Okay, well, all of these images have been good contenders for the quote-unquote scariest image ever. But let's be real here, unless you're 5, these images probably won't scare you. But is there an image that is so scary that just looking at it can cause massive amounts of fear and paranoia? Well, yes. Well, arguably yes. I'm about to show you an image that is considered cursed, and that can possibly harm you. So yeah, just a little warning. This is the photo. The name of this entity is called a solar plexus clown glider. Now, the figure in the photo appears to be very demonic and very weird looking. He has a weird smile, and there's something just off about his eyes. He has a crown above his head and a weird gaze. Now, this photo is considered to be cursed. It is considered to have supernatural entities that, just by looking at it, will cause you to lose your mind. Just by looking at it, will cause you to go insane. Will cause you to have nightmares. Will cause things to go wrong in your life. If you look at this image for too long, the demon in the image will become real, and it will enter through your solar plexus, and you will be cursed forever. So yeah, the longer you look at this image, the more and more cursed you become. Now, obviously speaking, it sounds like a bunch of BS, but some people actually make up the case that this image actually has properties in it that causes it to actually be real, that causes it to inflict pain upon those who look at it for too long. It's like a modern day Medusa. But whether it is supernatural or, whether it's just a scary image that was created to scare people, one thing's for certain is that this is arguably considered to be the scariest image ever. And to some it might not even be that scary, and to others it might be the most frightening thing ever. What makes scary things interesting is how subjective they are. Some people are scared of heights, some people are scared of spiders, some people are scared of Taylor Swift fans. Oh wait, that's everybody except Taylor Swift fans. Scariness is subjective, and that's what makes the human condition so great. The subjective experiences that one can have are what make life truly worth living. Or else we'd all be the same. We'd all lack flavor. Alright, and yeah, that's the video. These are the scariest images ever. Have fun trying to fall asleep tonight. And as a little reward, here's some eye bleach. Alright, enough pussies. Go to bed.